Yeah, we back. Now, quick video. Today we're going to be talking about, as you can see, take a look up on the screen, the Captain Ibrahim Traoré. I believe it was today. He met up with President Nicolás Maduro, the president of Venezuela. Now, disclaimer, I just want to say, on this channel, I'm not a global South type of guy. You don't hear me saying things like the global South and trying to hold hands with everybody. No, it's pretty much African business over here. But I do make certain exceptions. It's certain exceptions that I make, and President Maduro of Venezuela is one of those exceptions. And the reason I make that exception for Nicolás Maduro is because, like myself, he is a student of history. And because he is a student of history, he always pays homage. He always shows respect to the black man and the black woman. He always pays respect to the contributions the black man made to his liberation and independence. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, one of the main founding fathers of Venezuela is Simon Bolivar, right? And back in the early 1800s, Simon Bolivar, he was on the run. He was in exile, right? His back was against the wall. He had nowhere to go. And back in those times, where was the one territory in the Western Hemisphere where anybody could go for refuge or freedom or safe asylum? Well, except if you was a white man, you couldn't go there. But where was the one place you could go to seek refuge in your time of need? It was only one place at the time. The territory of Haiti, the Kingdom of Haiti, or the Republic of Haiti. Back in those times, that was the only place you could go. And that's where Simon Bolivar went. I think it was 1815. He came to Haiti. He met up with President Alexander Pichon, the leader of the South at that time. Now, of course, I have my issues. I have my differences with the leaders of the South. But at the end of the day, those are still my founding fathers. Regardless if we may disagree on certain things, that's family business. So Simon Bolivar came to Haiti around the early 1800s. I think it was 1815. And he met up with President Alexander Pichon. And when he came to the Southern Territory, he basically, sat down, had a meeting, had a gentleman conversation with President Alexander Pichon, let him know, listen, bro, I'm struggling right now, right? I'm leading my campaign of independence and I'm in exile right now. I'm struggling, I don't have no supplies. I don't got nowhere to go. My back is against the wall, bro. And of course, due to the fact that the Haitian military already showed the world how to smash the European, Simon Bolivar came to the one place where the European was defeated and humiliated. And he sat down and he asked for assistance. And Alexander Pichon provided Simon Bolivar with weapons and ammunition and ships and soldiers so he can go out and lead the liberation, lead the battle for independence. And that's what Simon Bolivar did. And unlike most nations, because obviously when you provide assistance to another nation, usually you're doing that out of your own interest or because you want something in return. The Haitian military, we didn't even want nothing in return. All we said was, bro, when you liberate your country, just liberate all the blacks. Everybody locked in bondage, everybody locked in slavery, liberate them. Let them go free. That's all we ask. We don't want nothing from you. Just liberate the blacks in your territory. That's it. We'll give you whatever you need. Just liberate the blacks. That's all we ask. That was straight benevolent friendship, love, camaraderie. We didn't ask for nothing. We don't want your natural resources. We don't want nothing. Just liberate the blacks. And that's why, even though I might have my issues with the Southern generals, like I mentioned before, that's one thing I'll always give them respect because they did provide assistance. They provided weapons, ammunition, and soldiers to liberate many territories in Latin America. That's one thing I always give respect to the Southern generals, regardless of my differences with them. That's one thing I always pay respect. Just like how Christoph in the Northern Territory was liberating enslaved Africans off them slave ships and attacking European slave ships, the Southern generals were supplying weapons and ammunition and supplies to Simon Bolivar to liberate Latin America. And because of that military assistance, that led to the liberation of Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, and Panama. At that time, it was known as Gran Colombia. And that's why I go so hard for Pan-Africanism. And that's why I keep my foot on y'all necks, y'all bozos that want to spread division. Because my ancestors tell me, yo, listen, if it was up to me, listen, because I be communicating with the ancestors. And what Christoph be telling me to do to y'all, the ones that push division, oh my God, I'd be in jail for 3,000 years. But because I live in a civilized society, I got to just keep it civil with y'all. But listen, I really got love for my people because this is really an ancestral mandate that I carry on from my ancestors, right? When it comes to unity, when it comes to love for my people, it's non-negotiable. This is an ancestral mandate for me. My forefathers spilled blood for this. So that's why I go so hard for my people around the world. And the reason I got respect for Nicolás Maduro is because he is the one head of state. Every single year on his social media, he pays homage to the contribution my ancestors gave to his ancestors that led to the liberation of his territory. The reason why he's able to be a president today, because my ancestors gave that assistance, that military assistance to Simon Bolivar that led to the liberation of Venezuela, as well as the multiple other countries I mentioned before. Now, take a look up on the screen. A couple years ago, Nicolás Maduro said this on his social media. From Venezuela, we embrace the Haitian people on the 264th anniversary of the birth of the hero and the leader, Jean-Jacques Dessalines. On this date, we reiterate our support and solidarity with the Republic of Haiti, always united in brotherhood. See, that's why I respect Nicolás Maduro, because even as a head of state, he pays homage and he acknowledges the black man's contribution to humanity. You see, back in those days, Simon Bolivar, he didn't go to George Washington for assistance. He didn't go to Thomas Jefferson for assistance. He didn't go to the United States. He didn't go to Spain or France. He went to the black man. He went to the Haitian man for assistance. The one place in the Western Hemisphere where liberty and freedom was actually a real tangible thing. That's the only place he could go. The only place willing to offer him supplies, weapons, and ammunition and ships to lead the attack against the Spanish colonial invaders. The black man down in Haiti, the only place Simon Bolivar could go. And Nicolás Maduro has always paid homage and acknowledged that. And that's why for me, I'ma always show respect to Nicolás Maduro. Like I said, I'm not a global South type of guy. I don't use the word, the global South. But when it comes to President Nicolás Maduro, he's invited to the dinner table, right? I don't say invited to the cookout. I say he's invited to the dinner table. He can break bread with us. Yes, Nicolás Maduro, he can break bread with us. Now let's continue. I believe just last year, Nicolás Maduro said this on his social media. On the 254th anniversary of his birth, we honor the memory of Alexander Pétion, the founder of the Republic of Haiti, a paragon of solidarity on our continent, which enjoys freedom through his noble service. He is one of the most celebrated citizens in the history of humanity and a symbol of the Afro-descendant peoples of the Americas. Now listen, I might have my issues with President Alexander Pétion because when it comes to me, I'm a Christophe royalist. And Christophe absolutely hated Alexander Pétion. And on several occasions, Christophe invaded the South with the intention to kill him. But when it comes to this topic, when it comes to the liberation of Latin America, I got nothing but respect for General Alexander Pétion. Because even though Christophe and Alexander Pétion might have had their differences, they were united on one thing. We need to liberate our people from these chains. We need to liberate our people from these shackles. We need to liberate our people from bondage. And that's why Christophe was attacking the European slave ships and rescuing the Africans on board, and Alexander Pétion was providing assistance to liberate Latin America. That was the one thing they were united on, the freedom of our people. Now, when it came to internal affairs, like I said, family, we're going to fight. That's family business, right? But when it comes to our foreign policy, we need to liberate our people. That was the one thing that we're united on. Now, take a look up on the screen. A couple years ago, Nicolás Maduro said this. 208 years ago, the project of our continent's independence took on a new lease of life in Haiti with the Bolivar-Pétion meeting. The Haitian president's commitment to the Bolivarian cause ended the liberator's painful exile, and he embarked on the Cayos expedition, resuming the fight against Spain for the freedom of the Americas. And like I said, the Haitian government, the Haitian military, we didn't ask Simon Bolivar for nothing. We don't want your natural resources. We don't want your land. We don't want nothing from you, bro. We don't want no money. Just liberate the blacks in bondage. That's all we ask of you. That's all we ask of you. You see, when it came to us, we didn't operate like the white man. You see, when it comes to the white man, if he gives you any assistance, you have to give him the whole country. You have to give away all the natural resources. When it came to us, we didn't want nothing, bro. Listen, we'll give you all the guns you need. We'll give you all the soldiers you need. Just liberate the blacks. That's all we ask. Now, take a look up on the screen. A couple years ago, Nicolás Maduro said this. The noble people of Haiti today commemorate 220 years of independence from French colonialism and its rise in history as a free republic after a long and heroic popular struggle. We send you our embrace, solidarity, and affection as always. Now, that's why I say when it comes to Nicolás Maduro, he is invited to the dinner table. Yes, he can break bread with us. He can sit down at the dinner table with the black man and break bread. Yes, I got love for Nicolás Maduro. I got love for the big homie. Got love for you, big dog. That is the one head of state that always pays homage to the forefathers. See, when it comes to the other nations that Simon Bolivar liberated, you don't never see them showing love. Colombia, Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, Panama. This is a bunch of ungrateful bastards. But when it comes to Nicolás Maduro in Venezuela, got love for the family of Venezuela. Got love for the head of state of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro. And that's why when I seen this photo with the captain and President Nicolás Maduro, I was not surprised because, like I said, Nicolás Maduro has always acknowledged the black man's contribution to humanity. So for that, we always gonna show love and respect. 21 gun salute for the head of state of Venezuela. Now, anyways, man, it's your boy Neferkari, the Salim, back in the Billy. Yes, indeed. Cash App in the description. Support the channel. Support the album, Sahel 1816. Go to my homepage. Go to my playlist section. Enjoy the album. Now, as it stands right now, we are still currently demonetized. We still fighting it. I got an email from YouTube this morning. You know, the case is still pending. Hopefully, we get some good results. Hopefully, everything comes out good. Anyways, it's your boy Neferkari, the Salim, and I'm gone. Peace.
Told me she loved me and said that it's real. So independent, ain't signing no deal. Feel like a king and I'm up at Cap Henry. I'm in the citadel, top of the hill. Trying to run up and we let off a cannon. Secret location, I'm keeping it sealed. You ain't retaliate, Franco Medina came to the country and he got killed. You ain't retaliate, Rafi and Mans. Thought you was law, thought you was real. Didn't even want to come pick up the body. Had your man locked up, he died in the cell. Up at the palace, I'm throwing a party. Right on the south and I'm giving them hell. And my little shorty, she looking exotic. African features, she casting a spell. Run to the check like I work on my fitness. Wake up each morning and handle my business. Said that she love me, she want my genetics. Wanna get married and make it official. Wanna get married and have all my babies. Up in the city, I'm riding Mercedes. Up in the city, they treat me like royalty. Feeling like Dolph, talking about lords. Spreading my wings and I had to get fly. Up in the top, an incredible vibe. Came from the bottom, I'm up in the sky. Gave one look and said, baby, you fine. Wake up each morning and handle my business. They just be talking, you see me, I live it. Ride on my enemies, sounding like thunder. 1804, got that shit in my spirit. 1804 when I step in the building. 1804, and that's word of my mother. Rock my women and die for my brother. Never gon' fall when I'm deep under pressure. Tell them we back and they better accept it. Move like a king, every step is divine. Ride on my enemies with no exception. Taking revenge and I'm taking what's mine. Pour up a drink and it's time that we toast. Watching my back, keep my enemies close. Only the family, I stick with my brothers. Cannon's position outside of the coast. Heavy artillery for the protection. Move like a general, stick to the code. Feel like a king when I'm up in the north. Beautiful women, they trying to get chose. Launch an invasion all over the south. Capture the capital with all my woes. Look at my energy and my demeanor. Dripping that ice and that's head to my toes. Lately I'm flexing all on the Americans. Flexing my muscle on missing my road. Just got a carriage just coming from London. Boy, that shit cash, I ain't taking no loans. Boy, that shit cash, that's fresh on the boat. Enemy know I got millions in gold. Enemy know I got choppers and cannons. How did I do it? They can't understand it. How did I do it? It's cause I'm relentless. Call me King Harry, my name is cemented. Call me King Harry, I'm up in the palace. Call me King Harry, I'm raising the status.